A few months ago, I realized it was time for a timeout, at least in my career life. I needed to take a step back and think about what I really wanted to be doing with my time, since most of my time is spent working and most of my value is spent on who I am as, or what my career is, meaning who I am. Unfortunately, that is, what our culture teaches us is valuable, and I've pretty much, bought into that. So anyway, I took a timeout because my career up to that point, I'd really just been going with the flow, which is not a bad thing. I mean, I'm really good at um, recognizing opportunities and pivoting and staying open. And so, none of that was bad necessarily, but I knew that I had kind of just been going with the flow, and maybe I needed to take an assessment of, what I should really be doing. And as it turns out, have ended up taking I found one particular personality assessment that's really helped me dig into kind of some deeper issues around, when I do have conflicts in working environments, kind of how those things come up, and, what triggers those for me. I think over the past several years, a lot of other issues, have affected how I act at work, whether there are things that are happening at work or outside of work. And this is one of the reasons I'm a huge proponent of this idea that we can bring our whole selves to work, and that managers start learning how to treat humans like they're humans, right? We don't all just kind of walk in the door and start fresh as much as we'd all like to pretend like that's the case. Clearly, a robot can do that, and a lot of robots will have our jobs in the future. So that'll be fine when we're managing robots, but as long as we're managing humans, that's just not the way it works. So so in particular, I found the Enneagram to be super helpful in helping me really dig deep into what are some of the issues I have, but also my strengths, and really, I don't know, recognizing what they are and putting more value on them, and seeing more potential for where I could go in the future. So the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I know not everybody likes to do those kinds of self-assessments, but as it turns out, I really do like analyzing myself and seeing where I can get better. So for me, it's been fun. But I'll link to that, so you guys all have access to it as well, and feel free to ask me about it. All right, talk to you later.